Let me welcome you all to the 27th Annual University of Baltimore School of Law Awards Ceremony. I'm so glad to see so many people on this Zoom. Let me introduce myself for the benefit of friends and family. The students know me, but not everyone on the Zoom is a student. I'm Ron Weich. I'm the Dean of the University of Baltimore School of Law. I'm joined by many faculty and staff colleagues, and of course, many students to join us for this very happy occasion. Now, this is an annual ceremony which we would typically hold in our Byron L. Warnken Moot Courtroom in the law school building. But of course, we are unable to do that because of public health conditions. So we find ourselves on Zoom, but we're going to make the best of it. And I want to encourage you all to treat this ceremony as just as happy and collegial an occasion as it would be if we were together in person. So first of all, I know that our communications director, Chris Stutz, is going to put the program for this ceremony in the chat. So feel free to follow along with the program. And I'd encourage you all to use the chat since we can't give each other hugs and high fives as awards are announced. Please feel free to chat congratulations and well wishes to your friends and family and classmates.
The chat is disabled.
Oh no, Chris Stutz, the chat is disabled. Are you able to make it able? I know Chris is going to be working on that, so hopefully we will be back in business. Yes, I just saw a chat from Colin Starger, so I believe our chat is here, and we're good to go. We're working through all the technical issues. All right, 27th Annual Award Ceremony for UB. Here's what we're going to do. As you'll see in the program, which you can follow along when it appears in the chat, we have a series of awards. Some of them are student awards, some awards to our faculty and staff, some are academic, some are recognition for service to the law school, and we'll plow right through them and celebrate all the accomplishments. And really, this year, the accomplishments are all the more precious because we have come through this pandemic together. We have persevered and shown the University of Baltimore grit and determination and focus that our school is known for. And so I'm so proud of all of you, not just the award winners, but everybody who has contributed to the success of our law school during this difficult time. Let's begin with some academic awards. So of course, the first way in which we measure success, academic success in our law school, is with the grade point average. And by great tradition, we recognize the students with the highest and next highest grade point average. Now, we don't have grades yet for the spring 21 semester. So these are projected award winners, but we're confident enough in our methodology to tell you the names of these people. We're like those forecasters on election night telling you who won which state. So we're going to tell you that our projected valedictorian for the class of 21 is Cassandra Brumbach. Congratulations, Cassandra. Yeah, we're going to see lots of virtual applause during this ceremony, and that's great. Cassandra had an extraordinary success, and she's going to have a chance to speak to the graduating class at the law school commencement, which I think you all know will actually be in person on June 19th at Towson University's SACU Arena. So Cassandra, we will be hearing from you in person on that occasion, but we congratulate you on your academic success today. And the salutatorian, just in case the valedictorian is unable to perform, but that's not going to be an issue. But our runner-up for academic success is Scott Jenkins. Congratulations to Scott as this year's salutatorian. Then we turn to some special academic recognition awards. These are in particular subject matters, and I'll read them as they appear in your program. First, the 2021 J. Ronald Schiff Award for Academic Excellence in Tax. And this award goes to Jessica Carrick. Jessica received her MS in taxation in May 2020, and she had the highest GPA of all the students graduating from the UB Graduate Tax Program this academic year. Next, there are a series of awards for the clinic students. Of course, our clinics are core part of what we do at UB, opportunity for students to actually practice law under expert faculty supervision. And so there are a series of awards. First, the Clinical Legal Education Association presents awards, and the first goes to a student who participated in externships, and it is Jamaica Carter. Jamaica is an evening student who, despite having a full-time government job, demonstrated her commitment to her professional advancement by participating in not one, but two externships, one with the Maryland Public Defender and another with the United States Mint. So congratulations, Jamaica. CLEA, the Clinical Legal Education Association, also presents awards to students who participate in our in-house clinics. And here we have a team that has won the award from CLEA, and it's the team of Sun Mai and Sean Murphy of the Mediation Clinic for Families. So Sun Mai and Sean Murphy were superb mediators and teammates. They successfully co-mediated a complex Hague International abduction matter this year, and so we are proud of them. And then a series of 3 clinic students received the UB Clinic Excellence Awards. Stacy Lonsbury of the Community Development Clinic addressed unsettled and complex tax issues on behalf of her clinic client, despite all the complexity created by the pandemic. Rohina Zavala of the Civil Advocacy Clinic represented a family of 8 facing eviction after the father lost his job due to the pandemic. She handled a full trial in state court and succeeded in keeping the family safely housed. And finally, Julia Zeng of the Bronfine Family Law Clinic worked creatively to realize her client's goals, despite numerous obstacles, including the fact that her client was suffering from COVID. So we can see how the pandemic influenced all of the work of our clinical students, and yet our clinic students persevered, worked hard, and succeeded on behalf of their clients. So thank you, clinic students. We turn next to the Director's Award for the Center for International and Comparative Law. And Professor Sellers, who I see is on this Zoom, has selected for the Director's Award Nassim Jabari. Nassim has done so much for our law school, but specifically in the area of international law. She has been a great leader, coordinating UB's participation in events sponsored by the American Society for International Law, the International Law Association, and other organizations. She has been a great force for international law education here at UB, so we congratulate Nassim on her award today. Finally, in this category, we have the Sherilyn Hepfer Family Law Award. And this award goes this year to Jasmine Martinez. Jasmine is being recognized for her work both as a student in doctrinal family law classes, her work with the Center for Family Children in the Courts, and her work in the Bronfine Family Law Clinic. She participated in CFCC's Truancy Court program, working with Maryland judges to assist Baltimore City public school students with attendance and academic issues. And in the Family Law Clinic, she appeared in Baltimore City Circuit Court and conducted an excellent direct examination of her client and cross-examination of the opposing party. So great work, Jasmine, and congratulations on this award. So let's have a round of virtual applause for our academic recognition award winners. So now I am going to turn the program over to Associate Dean Dion Kohler, who will speak about academic activities. But before she begins, I'd like to say, for the benefit of students, I want you all to know that Dean Kohler is stepping down from the role as Associate Dean this year after 4 years of outstanding work in this role. She will be replaced seamlessly by Professor Colin Starger. But let me take a minute to just tell you how appreciative I am and how we all should be of Professor Kohler's work as Associate Dean. She has done amazing to keep our academic program strong and on track, even in the pandemic. And she is going on to other professional activities, including co-chairing a congressional committee on the Olympic movement. So we congratulate Dean Kohler for her fabulous work. And now she is going to congratulate others for their fabulous work.
Thank you, Dean Weiss. That was very nice. But today is certainly not about me. It is about all of these incredible students. And I am so excited personally and happy to be here to celebrate this with all of you. On behalf of my faculty colleagues, also known as all of your teachers, we sincerely, enthusiastically, and joyfully congratulate all of you for all that you have achieved during your time at UB Law. And we are also incredibly proud of your resilience and your perseverance during this last very challenging year. You were all able to truly shine, and your presence in our community and in our classrooms lifted us up. And today we salute you for all that you've done and that you're being honored for today, and for all that you brought to our classrooms every single day over Zoom. It was truly incredible. So I am highlighting tonight the contributions of our students who participated in Law Review, the Law Forum, Moot Court, and our trial teams. And for those of you who are not aware, I want to take just a moment and explain to you that a few years ago, our faculty worked with students to make some important changes to these activities. Participation in these activities is not just for credit. Certainly, the students who work in these important activities earn credit, but it is also an academic honor to be selected. Not everybody can participate in a journal, on a moot court team, on a trial team. And so it is an honor and it is an activity. And so you all that are being honored tonight represent the very best and very brightest of what is already an incredibly vibrant UB Law community. So I'd like to congratulate you for the honor of participating in one of these activities. And I want to single out the leaders of each one. And we start with Jonathan Lucido, the editor-in-chief of the University of Baltimore Law Review, and his terrific board. All of you worked hard, and you have done even more to upgrade the experience on the Law Review this year. We are proud of you, and we appreciate your work. Isabelle Garcia, I know her as Isa. Isa is the editor-in-chief of the UB Law Forum. She had an equally talented board who worked very, very hard as well, and the Law Forum achieved some really great things this year. So I want you all to give yourselves a Zoom round of applause to the Law Review, the Law Forum, and the terrific members of those executive boards. Outstanding. Next, I want to highlight Kevin Reynoso, who was the president of our Board of Advocates. Again, we've made some changes over the last several years to upgrade these programs, make them as much an honor as they are a credit-bearing activity. Kevin and his excellent board continued that important work. And I want to highlight for you, you will see in your program, the members of our moot court and trial teams who have had this year a record of excellence that has really been unprecedented at our law school. Congratulations to all of you. So for all of the members of our journals, our publications, our moot court, our trial teams, we have admired all of your efforts, and I can assure you that your work is leaving a legacy of excellence at the UB School of Law that will be remembered for years to come. Congratulations, and one more Zoom round of applause for all of you. I'd like to turn it over now to Dean Schultz, who will talk about student organizations.
Thank you, Dean Kohler. And I want to just add my congratulations to everyone on this Zoom. So many of you have distinguished yourselves in a variety of ways, and you are what makes this law school a special place. Tonight we've heard about students who've distinguished themselves in their law school classes and in a variety of co-curricular academic activities. Now we're going to recognize another critically important part of the law school experience, our law student organizations and their dynamic student leaders. They enrich the law school and add to the vibrance of our community. But what's particularly notable about the leaders of these organizations is that they don't have to do it. They could easily earn their JDs without taking on these roles, but they do so because they have a passion and they care. Whether it's a passion for a certain area of law or an eagerness to support students with whom they have a shared affinity, these leaders hold panels, symposia, and discussions on important topics. They mentor and guide fellow students, and they pave the way for the next generation of student leaders. This year, as Dean Kohler and Dean Weich have recognized, was a particularly challenging year for everyone. And it's not easy, as we've just seen, to hold these events on Zoom. Things happen. But our law student organizations were even more critical this year to help create a sense of connection and community, which is very hard to do in this virtual environment. So at this time, we just want to take a moment to recognize and commend the student leaders from the more than 30 student organizations listed in your program for their commitment and their leadership. So I want you to join me in saying thank you. There's 30 of them, so I wasn't allowed to read all your names, but I hope you'll look, because each one brings so much to the richness of our law school, and we are forever indebted to you, and we thank you for your leadership and your contributions to our law school. So hear, hear. Thank you very much. And now we are going to turn, I believe, to our
Dean Fio.
To Dean Fio. There we
Great.
go.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Alyssa Fio. I'm the Assistant Dean of the Law Career Development Office, and I'm very pleased this afternoon to recognize our 2021 graduates who've committed their time and energy through pro bono service. The law school recognized students' service through its pro bono challenge certificate and award program. Students are recognized based on the number of pro bono hours that they have logged through their time at UB, working with legal service organizations to meet the needs of our community. This year, all awardees reached platinum status, meaning that they provided over 70 hours of service. In total, the awardees completed a combined 2,675 hours of service. The law school also recognizes one graduate who's demonstrated not only their commitment to pro bono, but also leadership in public service. This year, the Pro Bono Challenge Award goes to Cooper Garris. Cooper recorded close to 300 hours of pro bono service, including extensive volunteering with the Baltimore City Circuit Court Reentry Project and serving as UB's Maryland Volunteer Lawyers Service Community Action Network representative. This year, as president of UB SPY, Cooper spent time developing the school's relationship with the MSBA Delivery of Legal Services section, and also submitted testimony on behalf of UB SPY in support of bills to increase legal services funding. Congratulations, Cooper. We'd also like to recognize our Pro Bono Challenge certificate awardees who, as I said, reached the platinum level. And they include Dalia Alezra, Adam Codd, Stephanie Delang, Andrew Hickey, Morgan Lynch, Sean Murphy, Elizabeth Page, Mark Potter, Jeremy Souls, Alexander Waller, and Spencer Yaffe. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for your commitment to pro bono service. A round of applause for everyone. This has been a hard year for our communities, and we really do appreciate the pro bono efforts of our students. We'd also like to recognize and acknowledge the Summer Fellowship awardees. Our UB Law Maryland Legal Aid Public Interest Fellowship recipient for this summer is Kyle Coleman. Congratulations, Kyle. And our UB Law Maryland Office of the Public Defender Public Interest Fellowship recipients are Shireen Ibrahim and Mitchell McCardle. Congratulations to you all. And finally, the 2021 Silverman Thompson Slutkin White Fellowship recipient is Jeffrey Newman. UB Law, through UB SPY and the Maryland Legal Services Corporation, was also able to award public service fellowships to 13 students who will be working in a wide range of public service placements this summer. We wish all of our fellows a productive and rewarding summer experience. Congratulations to you all. I'm going to turn it over to Dean Weich.
Thank you, Dean Fio. And congratulations to everybody who has just been recognized. Now I would like to call upon the Student Bar Association President, Will Saucy, who will present awards from the Student Bar Association.
Thank you, Dean Weich, and congratulations to all the winners that have gone thus far. My name is Will Saucy. I have had the privilege of serving as the Student Bar Association President for this past crazy year that we've all been through. I will not keep you here long, so we'll get through this quickly. Every year, the Student Bar Association has awards handed out, and this year we had the student body as a whole select who would be our award winners this year. And our first award is the James May Faculty Award, and I'm happy to present this award to Professor Angela Valario, someone I've had the personal privilege of learning from, and can fully say she has completely earned this award. So congratulations, Professor Valario. Thank you for your service to this school. The next award goes to the Staff Mentoring Award. That award is for someone who has mentored students in this school. And though I can't say this professor or this staff member is no longer here, but Janae Bramble has had a huge impact that even after she left a few months ago to take another job, she's still having impact and still mentoring students in our school. So congratulations, Janae. I'm now going to go to the Outstanding Services to UB by a Student Organization. This year, that award will go to the Black Law Students Association, BALSA. They've done immense work over the past year to continue to promote the excellent product they put out every year. Congratulations, BALSA. And last but not least, we have 3 student awards: the Student Leader of the Year, the Student of Distinction, and the Student of Merit. And this year, the student body has chosen to recognize one student for all of these awards, and I can honestly say this student is more than worthy. Madison Buckley, congratulations. I will now hand it back over to Dean Weish.
Thanks very much, Will. And I'll just say those were excellent awardee choices from the Student Bar Association. Well done. I'm now going to have the privilege of recognizing some of my faculty colleagues and staff colleagues for their excellent work this year. These awards are presented by me on recommendation of a faculty honors committee and separately a staff committee to recognize excellent staff work. And so these are peer recognition awards. These are people who are being seen as outstanding by their faculty and staff peers. So first, we have the award for outstanding teaching by a full-time faculty member, and this year that goes to Professor Matthew Lindsay. Professor Lindsay has done a tremendous job during this difficult time teaching remotely, but his students tell us that he has been outstanding and very dedicated to their success during this difficult year. So we applaud his work. Next, we have the Saul Ewing Award for Outstanding Teaching in Transactional Law. And the award this year goes to Professor Robert Land. Bob Land, our friend and antitrust expert. Antitrust is a transactional subject because it involves a lot of money and some very complex transactions. And Professor Land has been a star, really a nationally recognized expert in that field and a star in the classroom as well. So we appreciate and recognize Bob Land for his longtime service as a professor at our law school. Next, the outstanding teaching by an adjunct faculty member, not a member of the full-time faculty, but someone who's working full-time and comes to teach our students in addition to that full-time job. And this year, the winner is Ita Englander. We're especially proud of Professor Englander because she is a University of Baltimore Law School graduate herself. She's a specialist in mediation, and she has been teaching the mediation class here at UB this year and has done an outstanding job. So we congratulate her. We turn next to Faculty Scholarship Awards. And the first goes to Professor Gilda Daniels for traditional research. Now, Professor Daniels this year really distinguished herself and our law school with the publication of her book, Uncounted: The Crisis of Voter Suppression in America. We so appreciate her attention to that vitally important subject and her work to highlight the problem and propose solutions to the problem of voter suppression in America. And we're very proud to award her the Traditional Scholarship Award this year. Separately, we award a Faculty Scholarship Award for non-traditional research. And this year, that award goes to our incoming Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, Professor Colin Starger. Professor Starger is really pushing the envelope of scholarly form here at UB. He's created a Supreme Court mapping tool so that we can visualize the evolution of Supreme Court doctrines. He made a video essay that was accepted into the Federal Court's Law Review and published on the Social Science Research Network. And he is publishing articles that have data portals so that readers can see his empirical research underlying his work. So he continues to work on scholarship that combines empirical research and complex visualizations, and we appreciate that cutting edge work. Congratulations, Professor Starger. We turn then to a Faculty Service Award, and here we have a multiple award winner. Professor Valerio, having received the Student Bar Association Award, now receives an award from her faculty colleagues, and it's outstanding service by a faculty member. And as Will Saucy said, Professor Valerio is amply deserving of this award. She's sort of like Meryl Streep here, winning multiple times, but we think she deserves it because she's worked especially with students on bar success alongside Professor Kempler, and in other ways has always been attentive to the needs of students. And it's really no surprise because Professor Valerio is herself a graduate of UB, so she knows what it takes to succeed here at the University of Baltimore. So congratulations to Professor Valerio. And finally, in this category, we want to recognize an outstanding staff member. Rose McMunn was a valued colleague of ours who was taken from us way too early several years ago, and we established the Rose McMunn Distinguished Service Staff Award. And each year we recognize an outstanding member of our staff. This year, that award goes to Katie Rolfs, Program Administrative Specialist, Katie Rolfs. Katie has that very lengthy title, but I'll just say in a real world sense, she keeps us together. She keeps the Office of Academic Affairs on track and all of us on track, even in this difficult time. So congratulations to Katie Rolfs for her great work this year. And she is the winner of the Rose McMunn Staff Award. So then I turn finally to a series of Dean's Citations. Now, the Dean's Citations are awarded by me upon recommendation of the faculty and senior staff to individuals who have distinguished themselves not just in the classroom, but in their service to the school and in their involvement in the life of the law school. And this year we identified 13 very special students. I'd like to say a word about each of them to give you a sense of the range of activities that they were involved in. They will be recognized as well in the program of the commencement. And at commencement, we're also going to have a couple of awards that I'm not announcing. I'm kind of holding back some special awards. We recognize the Law Faculty Award winners at commencement. But these Dean Citation Award winners are similarly recognized for their excellence as members of the law school community. So in alphabetical order, you'll see them in your program. I want to recognize first Jordan Black Matthews. Jordan is vice president of the UB SPI, UB Students for Public Interest. He's also a leader in the Student Bar Association, where he serves as programming director, and he helped organize the UB softball team. That's an activity that we haven't been able to engage in, unfortunately, this year yet, but we will be at the University of Virginia tournament as we were before the pandemic, and Jordan was great in helping to organize that. After graduation, Jordan will clerk in the Baltimore City District Court, working for Judge Haley Weinstein and other judges. Next, we recognize Madison Buckley, again, a multiple award winner because she won the UB Student Bar Association Award, but now she receives a Dean Citation Award. Madison has been chair of the honor board. That's very sensitive and difficult service, sitting in judgment of fellow students. She's also been an associate comments editor for the Law Review, active in the Student Bar Association, and vice president for the Jewish Law Students Association. Madison has been active in the admissions office and a member of the trial competition team. And after graduation, Madison will be clerking for Judge Michael Wachs in the Circuit Court for Anne Arundel County. Congratulations to Madison. Next, Christine Shalom Chu receives the award, the Dean Citation. She has served as president of the Asian Pacific American Law Students Association, treasurer of the Business and Tax Law Association, and student representative of the Real Estate Law Association. Christine is currently working as a law clerk for the law offices of Choi and Associates, where she will begin her legal career after graduation. The next Dean Citation winner is Christian Coward. Christian began his service to the law school as a student ambassador in the admissions office and went on to serve as symposium editor for the Law Review and as a teaching assistant for several faculty members. He was awarded the Silverman Thompson Fellowship in a prior year and served as an intern for Judge Russell on the Federal District Court, which is very impressive. Upon graduation, Christian is going to work as an associate at the Venable Law Firm. So we're so proud of him. Stephanie Delang has actively served in numerous student organizations. And as a leader, she's been president of the UB chapters of the American Constitution Society and the National Lawyers Guild. She's been a board member of the Military Government Law Student Association and active in the SBA as well. She's worked for Maryland Legal Aid and the Office of the Public Defender. And after the bar exam, she will clerk for Judge Kathleen Vitale on the Circuit Court for Anne Arundel County. We next recognize with the Dean Citation, Yemi, well, we say Yemi. I'm going to try that instead of Yemisi Jiwa Otusajo. Yemi has been an editor of the UB Law Review and a member of the Jessup International Law Moot Court team. She's been active in the Immigration Rights Clinic. And in her work on the Law Review, she published an article on the due process rights of non-citizens. Following graduations, Yemi will clerk for Judge Kathy Grafe on the Maryland Court of Special Appeals, the second highest court in Maryland. So we're so proud of Yemi. Daniel Hodges earns a Dean Citation. Daniel, as you may know, is blind and has a connective tissue disorder, and therefore he has blazed a unique path through our law school. His passion for advocacy led Daniel to create the Pieces of Me Foundation, the mission of which is to erase the stigma surrounding disability and chronic illness. Daniel is proud to serve as a founding member of the Diversity Council and has participated in other efforts to create a more robust dialogue on the topic of disability. Daniel is going to use his legal training as an activist for universal access and inclusion. Thank you, Daniel, for your excellent work here at the law school. Isabelle joined Garcia. As Dean Kohler said, we know her as Isa. Isa grew up in Havana, Cuba, before moving to the United States in 2006. And at the law school, Isa has served as editor-in-chief of the Law Forum and as president of the Latin American Law Students Association. She's been a teaching assistant. She's been a student attorney in the Brandfine Family Law Clinic. And after graduation, Isa will be clerking for Judge Dennis Robinson of the Baltimore County Circuit Court. Congratulations to Isa. Autumn Lee earns a Dean Citation. She was president of the Criminal Law Association and director of community service for Balsa. You know, Autumn contacted me in that role for Balsa, and she said she wanted to organize a sleep out. She and others slept on the plaza, the Yale Gordon Plaza in front of the old law school building, to raise awareness about the homeless experience here in Baltimore City. And I was so impressed with that bit of community service. Autumn was also selected as a Walter Sondheim Public Service Law Fellow. She worked with the ABA Death Penalty Representation Project, participated in the Robert M. Cover Public Interest Retreat sponsored by Yale Law School. And after graduation, Autumn will be clerking for Judge Vedetta Brown of the Baltimore City Circuit Court. Thank you, Autumn, for your hard work here at UB. Handful more, we have Candace Miller, who served as associate editor for the Law Forum and a teaching assistant and law scholar. She was a student ambassador for the MSBA and represented more than 30 taxpayers in a federal tax controversy, which she settled an $800,000 tax dispute. So that was good work. Candace also was a co-captain of the softball team. We heard about that important activity before. And upon graduation, Candace will clerk for Judge Kevin Arthur, again, on the Maryland Court of Special Appeals, the second highest court in Maryland. So congratulations to Candace. Vishva Patel, a leader in the SBA. She's been chief of staff and public relations director there. She's also served on the Diversity Council, worked as a student ambassador in the admissions office. And after graduation, Vishva intends to return to her home state of New Jersey, where she will pursue a career in corporate law. Kevin Reynoso. We heard from Dean Kohler about Kevin because he was president of the Board of Advocates. He was also a member of the Honor Board, a member of the trial team, a law scholar for Professor Lynch's property class, and a bar representative for the Asian Pacific American Law Student Association. He also served as one of the student members of the appointments committee. That's very important because he helped select the next generation of professors here at the law school. After graduation, Kevin is going to work as an assistant state's attorney here in Maryland. And last but not least, he's only last because his last name begins with S, and we've heard from him before, it's Will Saucy. Will is the elected president of the Student Bar Association, and he amply deserves a Dean Citation for his hard work as president of the SBA, as well as his work as a student mentor, a member of the trial competition team, his work with the Maryland State Bar Association. And Will is going to be clerking for Judge Richard Sandy on the Frederick County Circuit Court. So Will heading back to Western Maryland, where UB Law is well represented and will be even better represented now that Will Saucy heads back there. So that was a mouthful. I'm going to take a sip of water. But thank you for letting me do that. I'm so proud of those recipients of the Dean Citations, as I am proud of all the award winners we have recognized tonight, as I am proud of all of the students who have come through this pandemic. It's not over, of course. We are going to be together for commencement, and we'll be together in the fall, but we'll be wearing masks, we'll be distancing, we will respect public health and respect guidance from state and federal authorities. But in a real sense, I believe we have come through the worst of this pandemic, and I so appreciate the hard work of students, faculty, and staff who have helped us to do that. So thank you all for joining me this evening. Congratulations to all. And next year, we will, well, at the commencement ceremony, we'll be together, and then next year, we'll have an opportunity to be together and to remember all of these great awards and say congratulations to our colleagues in person. Thank you all very much, and have a good evening.